Wait, sync clap.
1, 2, 3.
It's so crispy.
Crispy's crazy.
Am I wrong?
No.
Exactly.
But hello, guys. Welcome back to the Overly Unhinged Podcast, episode 5.
Whoop, whoop.
We are back again, bright and early for you this time because it's actually the earliest we've ever recorded. It's like noon.
Yeah, it's
Ish.
noon-ish.
Yeah, which is so weird because we're normally filming at like nighttime. I don't know if
Yeah.
you can tell with like the lighting behind us. It might be a little brighter because the window, but
Yeah.
And despite all that, I'm still tired.
Me too. I woke up late in bed for forever, and then she texted me saying she was coming, and I said, okay.
Yeah. I was like, well, might as well get it done because
Yeah.
And there's like a whole storm going on right now. I had to drive in it, and it's like terrible.
Like a whole hurricane, man.
Is it a hurricane? I thought it was a tropical storm.
Well, it dropped down, but they still call it hurricane. What's the name? Debbie? Anyway.
Ryan?
Hurricane redacted.
Hurricane. But I don't know, like, it's whatever. When you live in like a hurricane path, like type of town, you're just like, whatever.
Yeah, like other people will freak out about it, especially because of where we live. There's a lot of people coming from like other states to live here. And they freak out anytime that there's a mention of a tropical storm or a hurricane. And then there's just us who's been here this whole time. And we're just like, oh, so it's just a little rain, some wind, cool.
Maybe tiny bits of flooding here and
there.
Yeah,
my power might go out for like
a day,
a couple hours or something.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Literally, I had a lady, because I was delivering to like this kind of like retirement home district, like little neighborhood. And she was like, I'm from Cali, and it was like thunderstorming that day, whatever. And she was like, I don't like lightning and thunder. I'm not used to this because I'm from Cali. And I was like, ooh, girl,
this is not the place to live.
But also like, so sorry. She's like, well, I lived here for a few years now. And I'm like, and you're not used to it yet? But I mean, granted, if you have a fear of it, it's okay. Like, I understand that. Having a fear of something.
A fear is
just
different,
like,
but still.
She's like, just be safe. And I'm like, girl, this is nothing to me.
Yeah, that's why like over here, businesses don't typically close down.
My job is still open right now, and they've asked for people to come in, and I'm like, oh, I'm busy.
Yeah, my job is also open right now, and I'm like,
why?
Makeup?
Literally, who is going out in this to go? I understand my job being open because it's
food.
Like, like I'm delivering to you. Like,
they don't have to go anywhere. They just done, and it comes to them.
But
makeup
is crazy.
Who needs makeup in the middle of a storm? And you would be surprised the number of people that go into that building while it's storming. We'll be busier during the rain than we are when it's sunny.
That's crazy.
Because they don't have anything else to do. But again, it's like that's how it is where we live, because it's literally a tropical storm outside.
And I still drove.
And she still drove to me. People are still going out and doing their shopping.
Literally,
everybody's going to work. Like, life does not pause for us here.
Yeah.
It's literally just, okay, cool. It's just everything normal, but with some rain and wind.
I passed so many cars. There are so many people on the road. It's like nobody stops.
It's just another rainy day for us.
Evacuate everybody. I saw a TikTok too of a lady trying to warn all of us like that lived in like the area that's like, this storm, it's going to be very bad, lots of flooding, everybody, like, you might want to evacuate, blah, blah, blah. And, like, the comments were like, girl, tell me you're not from here by saying you're not from here. Like, and we're like, it's literally nothing to us. We're like, this is not that scary. If it was a category 5,
that's different.
That's different.
That's different for sure.
We all know better. But when it's a category 5 in the ocean, we know it's going to die down by the time it gets to us, so we never care.
Yeah, we're slightly exposing our location with that one, but
we're on the East Coast.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Literally, who cares?
East Coast,
but
one of those stupid states.
Like, who cares? That could be anywhere.
That's true.
There's a lot of people on the East Coast experiencing Hurricane W.
Yeah.
So,
but it kind of.
If you're one of them, welcome to the club. Y'all get it.
You understand.
Yeah.
Because when you live in a hurricane path.
It is.
This is your yearly life, you know, from the end of July until about November.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That, okay, at any random time, There might be a hurricane. Cool. I'll just stay inside if I can. If not, I'll go to work. Whatever.
Literally. I remember my senior year, we had a hurricane, and it took a month off school for us.
Yeah, that was Florence, right?
Yeah, and
it was a month off.
I was so happy because I didn't have to do my senior project.
You are.
I got out of that. Like, they sent the text after like 2 weeks or so, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna cancel the senior project. School's still closed, like whatever." And I was like, "Thank fucking God," because I would not have fucking graduated if I had to do that.
I am a little salty.
Yeah, you had.
I graduated the year before her, and my year was the last year to do that stupid senior project.
Yep, and they haven't done it since.
After they canceled it for her, no other year has had to do that. And I was like, you got to be kidding me, because that was a requirement for me to graduate. And if I would have failed that, because I hate public speaking, which is very ironic.
I do too.
Very ironic, because we're doing this. But I hate public speaking. And that's literally what it was. It was a presentation. Like, you had to
do a whole
create some product, like whatever, and do an entire presentation in front of 3 judges, which were random teachers, and I happened to get 3 teachers that were super mean and did not like me.
You gotta tell me who they were.
I can't remember.
Remember.
But it was like so stressful for me
because too much.
I hate public speaking, and so I was so nervous just to find out that nobody else after that had to do it.
Yeah, but I think, granted, I graduated the year before COVID started, so then the years after me didn't even have school.
That is true, but still, they could have done it like virtually or some shit.
Yeah, but I'm so glad I got out of it.
Lucky.
I know.
We were, because that was my freshman year of college, or last year of high school.
Yeah.
We were out of school for, I think, 2 months. We didn't go back until... Well, it was like a month and a half. We didn't go back till towards the end of October.
Yeah, it was like early, mid-October for us.
And then my entire dorm, like, community, because it was a bunch of buildings that were apartment style pretty much. Mm-hmm. That entire community was just destroyed.
Damn.
Yeah, it was destroyed. And then the buildings that were still intact were full of mold, so nobody could live in them anyway. My building was one of the moldy ones. So they were taking everybody from those buildings. Is that why you lived in a
hotel?
Exactly. Oh. They were taking people from those buildings, and whatever space they had on campus, they moved them there, which was a lot of people moving from being in an apartment style dorm where they had their own bedroom to a regular style dorm where they're sharing a bedroom with one other person. And I refused. I was like, I chose apartment style for a reason. I want my own room. I hate having to share my space like that. So they ended up putting me and ex-best friend in a hotel room. And I lived in that hotel room. It was a suite, which was really nice. I lived in that hotel room until the end of that semester. And then I was back on campus in another apartment style dorm.
Damn.
All because of a hurricane. But I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
So when it's like something as strong as that, we
literally did.
We take it more seriously for sure.
But this is
just one of our normal little tropical storms. This is just a little thunder, lightning.
It's a little rain, some wind,
a little bit of flooding here and there.
Yeah, it's nothing much.
But this place floods when it's just regular rain anyway.
If it just rains all day, you're gonna have flooding in certain places.
Exactly. Like, I'm gonna go out there later because I got some places to go after this. My car is probably gonna be stuck.
Yeah, I made sure I didn't park.
Oh well.
In the grass, but.
Yeah, no,
I'll probably still get stuck at some point. I don't know.
We'll see. You saw my driveway.
I know.
That thing was like...
Literally. I was like, I'm fucked.
But it's okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
It'll be fine. Okay, our weekly segments now, because I forgot about that. I'll go first. I don't have much to say about my songs this week.
I don't have a lot to say about my products.
Very quick, very short. I have Take a Bite by Biba Doobie. I love saying her name, Biba Doobie, which has been out for a minute, but I just like that song. It's been one of my recent listens. And then Undefeated by XG. If y'all don't know XG, oh, you are missing out. They are so good. Undefeated is their collab song with Valorant that they just put out recently. But yeah, I love them so much. They're a Japanese girl group based in Korea. And most of their songs are in English, but like it's a mix of languages. But yeah, they're like kind of like a rap hip hop pop-ish,
like a hybrid
group. Yeah, it's
hybrid
like
group.
a mix. So you guys should check them out. I love their music. But yeah, those have been my 2 recent listens that I've been obsessed with. So yeah, go check them out.
They will be linked down below as always.
As always.
For me, beauty product of the week. I can only hold one at a time. Ione lashes. I always, anytime I have my makeup done, I have false lashes on just because I feel like with the eyeshadow that I do, I look weird if I don't. But these lashes are the best lashes I've ever tried in my life. They last so long. It says 25 uses. I can get easily 100 uses plus out of them as long as you take care of them properly. They're $1.25 from Dollar Tree. Like, you cannot beat that. I used to spend, I'll show them again. I used to spend like $9, $10 on a singular pair of lashes from like Kiss, Ardell, all of those brands. And then I found these. I don't wear the others anymore. They're just sitting in there. The only other brand of lashes I've been wearing is Blend Bunny Cosmetics. They've got good lashes too, but they're expensive. They're like $25 for a pair. God. Yeah, but Ione lashes, $1.25 from Dollar Tree. Cannot beat them. And they've got so many styles, and every single time I go into Dollar Tree, there's a new style. Ooh. So it's just constantly changing. But yeah, check it out. Go to your local Dollar Tree. If you like lashes, you're going to love these. They also have individuals too, if that's your type of lash. But yeah, product of the week.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah.
Okay. You know how the last episode we were talking about TikTok trends?
Yeah.
I forgot to mention one that's been going on recently that I saw on my For You page after we had finished, and I was like, oh, that would have been great to mention. Okay. It falls under like the editing part of like people making a bunch of edits and stuff because it's kind of cool. But it's, have you heard like the Chicago Reach for the Gun, like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they will reach for the gun. And there's just a bunch of edits of like different like sides of the internet, of the universe, of like people editing like 2 people and like all that. I don't know how I feel about it because I've seen it so much now with like so many things. And at first I was like, oh, this 8, like this is so good. And now it's just like, I don't know. Like, I'm tired of it. Like, yeah. And that's what happens. I hate when that happens because, like, editing, it's like so good when you see the first one, but then everybody starts copying it. And it's like not bad when it's like you're making it your own, or you're like, oh, this makes me think of this duo or something like that. And that's really cool. But, like, I don't know. Sometimes it's just like, okay, it's been used. You're beating a dead horse now. Like, you can find something new, wrap it up. Like, I don't know.
No, that made me think of a trend that I hate. It is basically songs that already have choreography to them, and then people change it into those stupid little TikTok dances. Yes, dude. And nothing about it has anything to do with the original choreography. It's just the stupid, repetitive TikTok dances that they do to every single song, and it's the same dance every single time. Right now, yeah, like when that dance first was a thing, I was like, I loved it. Yeah. I loved it. But now that it's done to every single song that comes out,
it's too much.
What's the over point? And done. Like, the creativity was there for the first song.
That was like when the whoa was a thing.
Recycled over
and
over and
over again. Dabbing. It's like when you have that one dance move that's like big.
Yes.
And then they just reuse it too much.
Speaking of the whoa, right? I don't know what it is with older generations in the year of 2024 still doing that dance or dabbing.
Like older as in?
Like millennials or like the generation before that, like older.
Really? I feel like I haven't seen them.
I have.
Really?
I don't know what my For You page is compared to yours because I get weird stuff on my For You page. I get the weirdest and I'm like,
what the fuck are you watching?
Shout out Froggy Fresh. But no, like I see on the same topic. Wow. Wait.
Yeah.
The people that record themselves and they are millennials, they literally flat out say like, yeah. I'm a millennial. they record themselves like either eating and they make weird noises and weird faces as they do it.
I can't do eating videos.
I can't do gagging noises.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. Or like they think that comedy is just making really stupid faces.
Yeah.
Like there's two people I'm thinking about in particular that I don't remember their names, and I'm not going to tell you their names because I don't want to scar you guys. But every single video,
that falls in line with like random equals funny.
No.
Or loud equals funny. No.
Sometimes,
but
it's because of what you're saying or doing, not because you're being loud or random.
Right at the right time, comedic timing, you can get it right. Exactly. But if it's just you're loud the whole time and you think it's funny, or like you're just saying something random because you think it's funny and it doesn't fit the situation. Random is only funny when it's like there was a connection to what you said, but you just said it and it kind of came out of pocket. That's the only time a random moment is funny. But like, I don't know, if you're just like having a conversation, you just go pineapple and then you start laughing. No, you're not funny.
Unless you're drunk,
and that's different. But
that's so different. But no,
humor isn't anything when you're drunk.
That's like, true. I laugh at everything. You just look at me and I'll die laughing.
You do that sober.
I do. I do.
I know.
You're right.
I literally will look at her and she'll just start laughing at me, and I'm like, "What did I do?"
You just look at me a certain way. I don't know. You just make me laugh.
Back to the dances, though. Oh, I was gonna say something. It was like something about when you make a dance to a song that already has a choreography to it. Do you remember when people started remaking Hit the Quan? That pissed me off so bad. Yeah. Because y'all know, if you were in our age group, you know Hit the Quan. That we were hitting that in high school, middle school maybe. High school, yep. When I saw them start remaking it, I was like, we're not doing this. Y'all better cut it out right now. As if like my voice had anything to like stop. But
that made me think too. I was seeing, when was it? It was pretty recent, like a couple months ago. The Teach Me How to Dougie song.
I was also thinking of that.
But they were doing the stupid TikTok dances to it. Yep. And I'm like, hey, have your fun. Have your fun. Do what you want. Yeah. But don't try to take a song that one was as popular as that and already had its own dance. Like the whole purpose of that song is because of the dance. Yeah. And then use your TikTok dance to claim that you made the dance to the song.
Or what was the other one? It was like The Jerk. Like, yeah, they were doing that and like remaking that or trying to make a new dance to that song. And everybody's like, no, it already has a dance.
It's got its own dance. You don't need to do the same recycled TikTok moves to every single song that you hear.
It's like, come on.
And now don't get me wrong. Some of those dances are fun. Yeah. Like we even do them. Yeah. But
follow us on TikTok.
Yeah, follow us on TikTok. We're kind of like blowing up right now.
Just a little bit.
Just kidding.
We're being dramatic.
We're being very dramatic. You're gonna go look at our TikTok and you're gonna be like, "What?
Blow up where?"
Yeah, blow up where? But no. So we do those dances sometimes because they're fun to do. But just come up with something new.
Yeah, it's like you gotta. I don't know.
Like the creativity is just not there anymore. Exactly. They hear a song. Ooh, I want to do a dance to this. Let me do the same dance. Right. Like, come on now. No. Give us some new moves, please. Because we can't come up with them on our own. Give us something new.
I'm not a dancer. I just do it.
I am a dancer, and I still... TikTok type of dancing, I cannot come up with it at all. No. At all. Any other type of dance, I got it. But TikTok dance, no. I can't create a TikTok dance. I can't.
I follow, and even
people look at me and be like, you're so stupid. And I'm like, yeah.
I would never.
I know you wouldn't. Everybody else would.
Nar.
I
don't think so.
Clear. The condensation.
Another thing I saw on TikTok. Did you see?
I'm scared. I probably saw, but I'm scared.
Yoongi from BTS lost his license.
Because he got a DUI on a scooter.
A scooter. When I was like, he lost his license, he got a DUI. I was like, oh
everybody
my
was
God.
freaking out.
And then when I saw it was on a fucking scooter.
A scooter. Yeah. What? Everybody was like, Yoongi, we wanted a comeback, but this isn't the comeback we wanted. And I'm like, it was a scooter.
I was weak. It was a scooter. I didn't even know you could do that.
Apparently, since it's motorized.
I guess.
Because it was an electric scooter, right?
Was he on the streets or just in the sidewalk, you know?
That I don't know. There's so much context that's missing.
Did he like fall over and the cop was like, oh, hell no.
I saw a video. It was like an animated video, but it was like a pole and a scooter, and there was like a little duck on the scooter, and it was just going in circles around the pole. And then somebody had commented, "This is what Yoongi looked like when he was caught."
I've seen like old like security footage of like somebody falling on a scooter, and they're like, "This is what Yoongi did. This is what the cops saw."
Yeah.
Before he arrested.
But a DUI on a scooter is crazy.
That got me, and I was like, I hope you saw that because that made me die laughing.
Absolutely crazy.
I was just like, God, that's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
I could never imagine.
Like, if you were to call me and say you got a DUI on a scooter, I'm sorry, I would laugh. I would not bail you out.
I wouldn't tell anybody.
Yeah, you just be like, sorry.
Tell anybody. But also, I would never get a DUI because I don't drink and drive.
She's smart. Mm-hmm. Besides, she doesn't drive when she's with me anyway.
No, yeah, she's my chauffeur for everything. I'm literally.
I always drive, but it's not because
everywhere.
It's not because she like forces me to or nothing.
It's been the dynamic.
Yeah,
since like high school, because I didn't drive in high school, so she would always drive me around. And then
that's how it's been ever since.
I come over here and I'm like, I don't know the town that well. Can you drive around? And then she'll drive around.
Why'd you get so southern like that?
I don't know.
But anyway, keeping the southern going. No, I also am very picky about letting other people drive me. Just because the few times that I have let other people drive me, I was in car accidents back in college. And both of them were with the same person, which is crazy.
Ooh, drama.
But yeah, so I'd rather drive myself.
Yeah,
and
I
other
like
people
driving
around instead of me being in the passenger seat, because I'm like, I can't control anything about what's going on right now, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I like driving myself, but I hate driving other people because then I start getting scared and I start fucking up, and I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah, I do the mom arm.
Yeah, she'll literally be like, hold your tits, and then like do the arm, and I always go.
Yeah, I do the mom arm.
Yup.
But I don't have a maternal bone in my body, so I don't know why I started doing that. But I only do that with her.
It's only me.
It's only when she's in the car. Anybody else in the passenger seat, doesn't matter. I don't do it. I'm like, oops, sorry.
I'm just a different breed. I'm so special. I really am.
Yeah.
Only to you, though.
You're very special to me, baby.
You're special to me, too. There's always exceptions when it comes to us, to each other. I love it.
True. That is true.
Wouldn't want it any other way.
Exactly. It's just our dynamic.
Dude,
it's always been that way. Me too.
I also think I have to pee, but I'm going to wait.
You're so silly, because also same.
I think I had to go right when we started, and I realized, and I was like, shit. I should have gone before we went, but
that's okay.
It's okay.
We're keeping it real. We're keeping it real with you guys right now.
Y'all had to hear that, okay? I needed you to know how much I'm struggling right now.
I am very hungry, actually.
I ate before I got here, too.
I did not.
When do you ever? But, like, I literally had breakfast, and then I came here.
You did so good.
Thanks. And I'm still hungry.
I feel like it's just because, do you ever go to a certain place that you go regularly and you just end up hungry every time you're there?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it is, because every time I go to work, it doesn't matter if I ate 2 seconds before walking in the door, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And anytime she's over here, all of a sudden she's hungry.
But it doesn't help that every single time we're together we get food.
That's true.
It's like ingrained in our brains.
That is very true. We
kind of set ourselves up. And also our eating habits are so bad already. So by the time we hang out, because we normally hang out during the evening time, we're always like, I haven't eaten all day. Let's go get food. So we just naturally, it's like in us to just do that at that time.
It's in us.
What?
You said naturally it's in us.
Why did you repeat that?
For emphasis.
It was giving kind of...
For emphasis.
Pause. Anyways. What do you think about, like, making friends as an adult? You know? I feel like it's so hard.
It's very difficult.
Have you seen, like, people talk about, like, having, like, a third place? Because you have, like, your home, and you go to work, and it's like, where's the third place? My third place is you. Literally. My third place is coming over here, or go to the gym, and then, like, what? Like, that, like, I don't have to spend money. Granted, I spend money every time I'm with you, but
you spend more money with me than you do anywhere else.
Yeah, but coming over here, like, to just sit here, I'm not spending money. So,
yeah,
like today, I won't be spending money.
I don't have a third place now that I think about it, because all I do is go to work or I'm here at my house. Because when I hang out with people, they come to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm the only one in my circle that has a house.
Your own place, and you don't live with your parents.
Well, now I'm not the only one, but
still.
Typically this is the hangout spot. Everybody comes here. So it's like, I don't have a third place because I haven't been going to the gym. Don't be mad at me. It's just because of an injury, okay? Because I'm hurting. But
it's okay.
Yeah, it's really hard to make friends as an adult that aren't like coworkers.
Yeah.
Because you can consider them friends for the most part, but if you're not seeing each other outside of work and that's the only place that you interact, you can't really consider them friends.
And then I get sad. But then, like, I have 2 friends out here. I have, like, online friends, and then I have 2 friends that live out here.
Mm-hmm.
Her. And then one of my old coworkers from my job before the one I worked at now. Mm-hmm. And those are the only 2 people I keep up with and I consistently talk to and see. I see you more on a regular basis. The other one I just talk to all the time. Yeah. But still love her. She's probably watching. Hey, babe. But, like, that's it. And then, like, I'm sitting at home and I'm like, I'm bored and my 2 friends are busy and I have nobody to hang out with or talk to. So I'm like, what do I do? And it's like, well, I would normally, like, if I drank coffee, I would go to a cafe. But we also don't have that many cafe options out here. So there's not really any places just go and sit and do nothing at.
Yeah, all we have is people. Like Starbucks.
Yeah. There's like
there's a Port City Java.
Yeah. There's like a small coffee shop near me, but
yeah, there's like a few small shops, but they're not really like sit down, chill places. They're more so there's a couple little tables for while you're waiting for your stuff, and then that's it. Yeah,
they expect you to leave after you're done, and it's just sad. Like I don't know, because I think COVID ruined it.
Definitely.
But also it doesn't help that COVID was during our, like, when we finally became adults, because I became 18 at 2019. Okay, so I was born in 2001. So, like, my adult years fucked. I just now started going out more and doing all of these things because I can, but, like, when it really mattered, I never did, and I didn't get to, and I feel like I missed out a little bit. And I feel like because we didn't get to before COVID happened, where everything started having, like, more strict rules and, like, socialization and, like, cutting things, like, back and, like, I don't know, like, I feel like we missed, like, our prime time that we should have gotten.
No, I would definitely agree. Like, with me, because I was in college for 2 years before COVID hit. But even then, I didn't really, like, I was still super shy at that time. Super shy. Anyway, I was really shy during that time frame of my life, so I didn't really have the college experience.
Yeah.
And then the moment that I started to, like, branch out and meet people and go places is when COVID hit.
Yeah.
And then after that, at least for, like, the beginning of everybody trying to get back to normal, nothing was open. Nobody was going anywhere. Everybody was scared. I've had COVID 5 times. 5 times. Horrible, absolutely horrible. But anyway, then when was it? Like, end of 2021, moving into 2022. That's when I actually started, like, living out and going places and traveling and, like, actually doing things,
experiencing shit.
Yeah, but it's very limited to what we could have experienced before COVID.
Exactly.
For sure. So it's like,
and I feel sad, and I'm like, I missed out on so much.
And I feel like it kind of.
I also missed out because I didn't go to college.
Yeah, but
yeah, I didn't miss much.
you didn't miss much, unless you're like your whole thought process of college, not you specifically, but in general, is going and meeting people and partying and living life. Then okay, cool. Like, maybe you missed out, but the actual college itself,
no,
4 more years of, like, stress,
no,
and
I knew
sleepless
better.
nights. I almost dropped out twice.
I knew better after my senior year where I was trying to drop out like senior year and I did not go to school. I think I missed like 80 days of school in senior year.
That is insane. And the fact that they still let you graduate is crazy.
It was bad. But I was mentally going through it, okay? I hated school. I hated everything. I was depressed. And I was just like,
most of your friends were going too, though, right? Because you were...
Yeah, most of my friends were
in my year.
A year before me, and they graduated. Mm-hmm. And my favorite teacher left your year. And so I had to deal with...
Because she didn't want to...
Shitty-ass people, shitty-ass teachers, shitty-ass classes. And it helped... that my second semester I had early release. So literally after my first 3 classes, and I only had like 1 real class that semester too. So I had 1 real class, 2 choir classes, and then I would leave.
That sounds like a nice semester.
Yeah. And so when I had that semester, I was like, okay, I can get through this. It'll be fine. And I did. But it took my parents, like my dad, sitting me down and being like, you need to go to school. And they both were like, I don't give a fuck what you do after high school. You can live with us for the rest of your life. Whatever. Just graduate high school. That's all we ask. And I was like, bet. Took their word. I did not go to college. I still live with them. And they haven't done anything since. They love me. But I was like, God, if I did go to college, I probably would have.
College was...
There's no way.
It had its perks for sure. Am I using my degree right now? No. Well, I mean, a little bit, but not really at the same time. But like meeting people, it was really helpful for that. Like I met one person that is definitely going to be a lifelong best friend of mine through college. Mm-hmm. She was an international student, and I know she's going to watch this. I see you. I love you so much, and I miss you so much. But I wouldn't have met her if I didn't go to college.
Yeah.
So, like, things like that, it made it worth it. But the schooling part of it,
terrible.
Not at all. Not at all.
Never.
The amount of money?
Nope.
Not at all.
Literally.
Luckily, none of it came out of my pocket because of military.
Yeah.
But...
it's just the worst part. I hate when people would ask me, and I was like, bro, people would ask me in my freshman year, and they're like, what are you going to do after high school? I'm 14. What do you want me to know?
I still don't know what I'm going to do.
And then they asked me at 18, and I'm like, I literally have no clue. I'm just trying to survive right now because I didn't think I was going to make it this long. Which is sad and crazy to say. But, like, I hated hearing that question. And even now, people will still be like, are you in college? Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, no. I did not want to go because mentally it would have killed me. And I had no reason to go to school when like I wasn't pursuing anything career-wise. And I did not want to waste my money or my time. So, no.
Yeah, because 4 extra years is a lot.
Thank God. I had to hear so many people be like, you should go anyways for the experience and blah, 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 blah. No. So you want me to kill myself.
You want... See, that's what I don't get. You should go for the experience. The amount of money... for that experience,
no,
not worth it. It's not worth it.
Never is, never will be. I think college is a scam.
Depending on what career path you're trying to go into, then college has its benefits for sure.
Literally, if you're going for a career after college that you know you are going to get into, then yeah, it's worth it. But
but if you're like us and have no idea what you want to do with your life at all ever,
I'm just winging it.
Yeah.
There's no point.
I just went because I felt like I had to.
Yeah.
But then it got to the point where, like I said, I almost dropped out twice. My mom convinced me not to. So I did end up getting a degree. But
she's educated.
I'm educated. Yeah.
I'm not.
In things that I probably, no, some of it I definitely still use on a daily basis. But most of it, I'm never going to use again. Like I have no reason to know how to build a set for a play. I don't need to know that because I'm never going to do that. Yeah. I don't think I've mentioned my degree. I have a bachelor's in theater, but it's design technology, and my concentration was specifically clothing design, makeup, and hair.
Yeah.
So working in a makeup store, that knowledge still applies, even though I hardly learned anything about makeup itself in school. I taught myself all of it. Yeah. But it does come in handy sometimes.
Slay.
Especially like the stuff about hair, because if it wasn't my hair type, I had no idea. So that definitely helped because I worked with a lot of people that had very thin, straight, blonde hair, like the exact opposite of my hair.
Yeah.
Which helps now.
Yeah.
Because I can recommend things because I'm like, other than that, I would not know. I would not know. I know nothing about straight hair.
Me neither.
Fine hair, thin hair, nothing.
Clearly.
Because like look at ours.
Clearly we know nothing.
Yeah. If you need curly hair products, I got you all day long.
I go to her for my products. I'll be like, what's the best for this thing if I want it to look like this? And she's like, oh, I got you. Yeah. She literally put me on a certain type of mousse and I love it so much. It's my favorite. I still use it sometimes. Which one? The pink one. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, crazy. We strayed so far from the topic. But
what was the topic?
We were talking about like, oh my gosh,
I don't
just
remember.
Meeting people and making friends and all that stuff. Third places. But I feel like because I had a point that I wanted to make earlier, and then we got on the whole
I
college thing. No, it's okay. I still remember it. It was basically just I feel like us not having those experiences at the time that people normally would has set us back so much that we're trying to fit in so much now while we're also working full time and having bills and having to live with the adult responsibilities. And we're trying to fit in all of our fun adult years into that as well
and stuff.
And it's a little overwhelming. Like
I'm so tired.
Exhausted. And it's not just because of work, but it's trying to balance work, us doing this,
social
her
lives,
doing her stuff, me doing my other stuff, and then still going out, going places, getting things done. Like all of that combined is so exhausting because we're trying to fit everything in all at one time.
And it's like I live for the days where I'm like, oh, I have like a night off. Like I get off work at this time and I have nobody like making plans with me. Like I can just sit up in bed and relax and just do my own thing. I live whenever I see I have that in a week and I'm like, oh my God, thank God. I can do this. I can do that. And then like the day comes and I'm like, I'm too tired to do anything.
Yeah.
Like I can't even get my own personal chores done because I have no time to because I'm always doing something.
I'm right there with you. I cannot remember the last day off that I had that did not involve doing something with somebody else.
Yeah. And it feels like...
Which, don't get me wrong, I love being with my friends. I love spending time with everybody. But it's very draining.
It is.
Very draining. It's been at least a month since I've had a day off where I was just by myself.
Yeah.
Not doing anything, not seeing anybody.
Yeah. That's why most days I'm like, I have my one day off every week that I do take off, and then whatever other day is like today, like I didn't ask for it off, but they gave it off to me because they always give me like 2 days off. But I always take like a Monday off because I have therapy on Mondays, and I'm like, that is my day.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll see you, sometimes I'll like do something.
Yeah.
But most of the time I am alone that day. And I need that day for myself because I'm like, okay, just had therapy. I just talked about a lot of trauma or like something that's been bothering me. And I'm tired. I'm going to go home, take a nap, or I'm just going to go like sit in the park and like do nothing, blank mind, or I write my thoughts that I am having. And it's very nice and peaceful. And that is also another third place is like a park or something.
I love going to parks.
But with this rain, I can't do any of that. So I'm like stuck in my bed, stuck in my room. And it's like... I don't know. Sometimes I feel trapped. I don't know.
Yeah, I get that completely. And it's like, for me, having my own house, it's very freeing, one, but it gets very lonely.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is why I'm constantly trying to keep myself busy.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if I'm not, I'm just here all the time by myself.
Literally same. Me in my room, it's like, if I'm alone for too long, because I love my alone time, but if I'm alone for too long and nobody's talking to me, I'm going insane.
Yeah.
Like I will lose my mind and it's like, I need to get out of here.
For me, it's like if I'm alone for too long or I don't have the option not to be alone.
Yeah.
So like if I'm being forced to be alone for some reason, like whether it's everybody in my life is super busy and don't have time to have plans.
Yeah.
Or like, for example, we were already talking about it, like when I had COVID last, I had to quarantine for 5 days, could not see anybody, could not go anywhere, could not do anything. I was trapped in my house, which, yes, I was off work for 5 days. After the first day, I was wanting to go back because I was like, this is horrible.
Especially, I feel like me and you are such like workaholics as well, where we will grind it out because for me, it's like a sense of guilt if I feel like I have like a responsibility to do, or like I need to go do something way. And like sitting around doing nothing, I feel guilty doing that. And I'm like, I have to be doing something. I need to be productive. Don't do that.
I didn't like that one. But I did not like that one.
But like that's why I'm always like keeping my schedule booked and busy, and I'm like, and then like eventually a month hits and I'm like, I am tired and drained. I need a week to myself. But then I get the week to myself and I'm like, I'm going insane. So I don't know how to balance. Yeah. I should talk to my therapist about this.
You should. You need to learn how to balance.
I'll write that down later.
But So moral of that, being an adult is hard. Find your third place. Yeah. Find your circle.
Find your balance.
That is a big one. Because if you're doing too much of one thing or too much of another and too little of something, you're just going to get burnt out.
In some way or another.
Yeah. Gosh. So just find balance.
5, like, burnouts on, like, hyperfixations. Mm-hmm. Like, hobbies and shit. Mm-hmm. Like, I used to love music. I used to draw. I used to like do so many things, and I would be stuck on doing that regularly, or watch TV shows. I used to watch anime all the time, and I don't watch any anime at all anymore. And stuff like that, it like really makes me sad because I feel like I've lost a piece of myself in a way. Mm-hmm. But it's just because like I either don't have the time to, or I just don't have the interest in doing it anymore. And it makes me sad. I don't know. How do you feel about that? Do you have anything that like you used to?
Yeah, I used to draw too. Art used to be like my favorite thing to do. Mm-hmm. That, and then I used to make clothing.
Yeah, I used to crochet.
Like I would sit down and like I would go buy fabric. I have a whole sewing setup, and I would design clothes, and then I would sew them and measure them, do all of that, and then I would wear those clothes out. Yeah. I have absolutely no interest to even touch my sewing machine anymore, unless I have to fix something. Mm-hmm. Also, my dancing. That is something that for many, many years has been like one of my favorite things to do. But recently, very recently actually, I've been trying to get back into it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's because I took so long off because of my knee. Mm-hmm. But I can dance for like 10 minutes and I'm like, I don't want to do this. Yeah. And it sucks because it's literally like one of my favorite things. I enjoy dancing so much.
I literally like will sit in my room. I look at every single piece of hobby that I haven't touched in so long. I just heard my stomach growl. And like it makes me sad because I'm like, I'm bored, but I don't want to do any of those things. Yeah. I don't know what it is. And I'm just like, gosh, am I depressed, or is it just like I don't see interest in doing that thing anymore, you know? Probably both. Porque no los dos. But yeah, I don't know. It makes me sad, and I think about that a lot. Burnout sucks, and I've dealt with it for like so many years.
It was like that for me with makeup for a while too. Really? Is crazy.
You like stopped doing it? Yeah. Oh yeah, you did. I think I remember.
I stopped doing it because I had started filming makeup videos back in 2022. And I kept that going for a few months, and then I went about a year and a half, I think. Damn. And I would during that time frame, I hardly wore makeup to work, which is crazy because before that, I would be late going to work because I had to have my makeup on. I would not go into that building without makeup. And even now, I have to kind of force myself. Whenever it's like recording and stuff, it's like, okay, whatever. Because I usually do that late at night. I got nothing else to do. Why not? But for work,
it's hard.
I'll wear makeup maybe once every 2 weeks. And I work in a makeup store. And it's like one of my passions. So I'm like, I feel like it's because everything else is causing me to get burnt out. So then I'm just burnt out on this too.
I think so too, which is balance. That
and the depression.
Balance. Yeah, well, we don't need to mention her, but like
she doesn't need.
I think it's just balance. We lack balance.
We do.
We suck at that. And I try really hard to like give myself the balance of like giving myself a day or something to like just chill, do what I want it, and like don't feel the need or the like back of my mind being like, you have to do this thing. I'm like, this is my day. if I feel like doing this thing, I'm going to get it done. And if I don't, I don't. And that's what it is. Yep. And like, it's kind of helped. I've gotten like less insane by doing that, but I don't know. It's still kind of a struggle, and I think about it a lot. And I wondered if anybody else felt it.
Well, I definitely do.
Y'all tell me how you deal with it. How do you, if you know how to deal with it, or if you have like a good balance, like let us know.
Yeah, please comment down below because we need all the help we can get.
Please.
But moving on, because this episode has been very heavy. Very heavy and serious.
This is literally just
we talk about stuff like this a lot.
This is just a normal hangout session for us, pretty much. Like, but the most authentic.
We're gonna move on to our weekly relationship, dating, blah blah blah, whatever you want to call it.
Kind of game.
So this one is Would You Rathers.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm gonna read off a Would You Rather, and you just choose which option you prefer. And
I have to. Gun to my head. I have to.
You have to choose one.
Okay.
You don't have an option.
The gun would go off. Y'all know that
You're
TikTok
so
sound?
funny. I have like 7 to do.
Okay.
So starting off, if you could choose, would you rather be romantically attracted to anyone you dated, or always have deep and meaningful conversations with the people you go out with?
So always be romantically attracted
to someone that you've been in a relationship with, so never lose that attraction, or always have deep, meaningful conversations with someone that you're going out with, like on a date.
Okay.
Well, with everyone you go out with on a date.
Deep, meaningful conversations. I already can't get over anything ever. Oh my God, it's a struggle. So when I do finally get over it, I'm like, I'm free. I'm like the man with his hands in the air and the chains are breaking and it's like a sunset. That's me when I finally stop caring about somebody.
I'm getting a weird sense of deja vu throughout this entire episode. I did say that in a different episode. You said that before. You talked about the third place thing before, and you used the same exact examples. Yeah, in like I think it was like 2 episodes ago.
I don't remember talking about that.
I do. So when you were saying that, I was like, deja vu, complete. Like,
okay, I don't remember anything.
My response, I would probably, honestly, I think I would do the other option.
Really?
I'd rather be romantically attracted, simply because with you, it's easy, deep, meaningful conversations.
Yeah.
With a man, I can't do it.
Why?
I don't know. I literally cannot. Like
I love hearing a man's perspective.
Hearing a man's perspective.
We're both struggling.
Yeah. Hearing a man's opinion, easier word, that's fine. But me having to share mine is where I struggle. So then it's not really a deep, meaningful conversation. It's a one-sided conversation. Because my response is just like, oh, okay, yeah.
I can see
kind of thing. Like
not me.
I struggle so much with like
I overshare too much.
The deep like feelings, all of that stuff, unless I'm talking to like my friends. And even then I still hold back a lot.
Doesn't matter who you are, I will overshare anything and everything with you, and I want to hear how you feel about it and how you think about it.
Example.
How's it going?
But no, for me, I cannot do it. That's why
crazy.
I act like I'm hard.
Whoa, pause.
I wasn't talking like that, but okay. But no, I act like I don't have feelings most of the time.
Yeah.
Because feelings are very uncomfortable for me.
Couldn't be me. I get attached.
So I would say romantically attracted, just because
all I do is feel attraction. That's it. I'm stuck.
I lose attraction easily, so that's
I can't.
Moving on. Would you rather date someone much older than you or much younger than you?
All right. How much?
Well, because of our really age, we gotta.
I can't.
We're
older.
23.
I can't do younger. We had a conversation about about age gaps and stuff. I can't do younger.
I feel like if we were a lot older than we are, it might be a little different.
If I was like late 30s, early 40s, and I was hitting on a 20-something,
see, if I was late,
I can't relate to you.
I was thinking more so like late 30s hitting on someone that's like 34.
Oh, you're crazy. That's not enough. This is much.
Yeah.
I went much.
Yeah, I mean, true. You did like 20 years.
Exactly. That's much. And there are people that do date like that. There are people.
Which is insane to me, like we said.
Or like when we're 20s and they're like 50 or something. And it's like, okay, that's like a sugar daddy.
Exactly. When I see stuff, I'm like, that's gotta be a sugar daddy. And they're like,
which is why I'm saying I would do older. I would do older for that reason.
I would do older, but I wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
because I could not do like a significant
because then I can't relate
gap.
to you.
I can't do it.
Anyway, like either way, I can't relate to you.
That and also I would not be attracted.
Because I would make a SpongeBob reference and they'd be like, "What the fuck are you saying?"
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who it is. They wouldn't
when
understand.
SpongeBob came out. I was in high school. Like, what?
I was in college. Like,
I was 1.
Oh.
I was a child. I was a toddler. I was a baby.
Shot to the heart.
But no.
Yeah.
So if I had to choose, I would say older, but I would rather not do either.
Yeah, same.
Like if you're like,
so
I would say like up to like 3 or 4 years older than me right now.
Yeah.
Or like maybe 1 year younger than me.
Yeah.
That's
gun to my head, the gun would go off.
Same. It would go off, go through her, come through me. 2 people, 1 bullet. Yeah. Anyway.
Ooh, 2 birds, dark. 1 stone. I hate that.
Moving on.
Yeah.
This one is kind of similar to something that we mentioned in the last one with the he's a 1, but
okay.
Well, he's a 4, but
yeah.
I already know your answer to this, and my answer might surprise you.
Oh.
Would you rather be with someone who never texts or makes plans first, or with someone extremely clingy?
Number 2. I need the cling. I need the cling
is crazy.
I need you to be obsessed with me and over me all the time.
Out of those 2 options,
you pick clingy?
I would choose clingy. Like if I had to choose, I would choose clingy, even though I hate both. I need the in between.
Is it because you can't initiate? Is that the reason why?
Well, I can.
Because I can initiate. I could do number 1.
I can initiate. I just don't like to always have to initiate.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times,
which is why I pick clingy.
Yeah. I would need somebody in the middle. I can't do the drastic ends of it. I can't. But if I had to choose, I would say clingy because I'd rather have someone that is showing how much they want to see me and speak to me and hang out with me than somebody that only sees me when I'm the one that makes plans.
Yeah. It's like, okay, you don't even want me at
But I don't want anybody clingy in general because I get overwhelmed. I can't do it.
I do.
She does. If you're clingy, go to this one.
What?
Would you rather have bad breath on a first date?
No.
Or kiss someone that you aren't attracted to on a first date?
The number 2.
You'd rather kiss someone? Well, yeah. I wouldn't want to be embarrassed.
I wouldn't care.
I wouldn't want to be embarrassed.
Yeah, my mind was embarrassment is on me, but I like kissing someone I don't like. Okay.
My mind was processing it as the date having bad breath, but when I thought about it again, I was like, wait, no, me having bad breath.
Yeah,
no. Nope.
Like, I can.
Scary.
May take a few drinks, but I could kiss anybody.
I could do that sober.
Blindfold me, I can do it sober. No, I'm kidding.
Can you kiss with your eyes open?
No.
Okay then.
You're right.
Exactly.
But like, if I know what they look like, and I'm like not attracted to them,
like an actual, an actual like kiss, not just a little.
If I'm making out with you, I can't do that.
I would have to be drunk.
A little peck, I can do that.
A little peck, yeah, I got you. But an actual like making out with someone I'm not attracted to, I would have to be under the influence.
Yeah.
Moving on. Oh, this one's interesting. Would you rather get any person you go out with to like you, or be able to read your crush's mind? I want anyone I go out with.
I want anyone to go out with like me.
Because me being able to read Sergio's mind's not going to do shit.
Oh, you're so funny.
Once again, I absolutely love that man.
I don't think I've had a crush on a person in so long.
I haven't since high school.
Yeah, same.
I had one crush in college.
I don't have a crush on anybody. So I would prefer somebody I am like talking to, dating, seeing, or going out with in any kind of way to always like me.
Yeah,
I need everybody to love me.
You could take it a step further too, and like,
I hope y'all heard that gulp. It was intense.
Any person you go out with, you could take it a step further, and it wouldn't even necessarily have to mean like go out without a date, but like you're out at the club.
You better
you're talking to some guy that you just met at the club. Technically, you're out with him.
It's happened.
You could. Anyway, but like a scenario like that, any guy, like you, right?
Well, they all should, anyways. Because look at me, like
of course. Moving on.
So yeah, that one.
Would you rather have the power to make anybody fall in love with you or instantly know when someone's lying? Fall in love with me. I want everybody in the world to be in love with me.
I want to know when somebody's lying.
Really?
Yeah. I hate when people lie. I'm such an honest person. I'm such an open book. I will say anything and everything, and I will tell you the honest truth, even if it hurts.
Yeah.
And I want somebody to do the same to me.
Interesting.
I would like to know when they're lying. I don't care if you're in love with me. You don't have to be in love with me. You can be obsessed with me. You can like me. You can hate me. I don't give a fuck. I degaff, okay? Don't care. But like lying, that's like one of my number one pet peeves.
Yeah. I
can't do it. So I would love to know when somebody's lying to me.
See, for me, I also don't like when people lie, but I wouldn't want to know. I wouldn't want to know because then I'm going to think everything that comes out of their mouth is a lie, and then I won't trust them, and then there goes my friendships.
No. You'll know when they're lying. So whenever they say something, but, and then it's like,
just in general,
you're not getting like the little like spider sense that like they're lying. It's like, oh, they're telling the truth now.
But then I would still feel like, well, what if my little sense is wrong? What if they're still lying, but they're just so good at hiding it that I missed it?
You're overthinking it.
I am overthinking it. That's what I do. But no, I wouldn't want to know when people are lying. I feel like I would lose so many people that way.
Good riddance.
And then I just wouldn't trust anybody even to start with after that.
Good riddance, though. If they're lying to you like that,
because I wouldn't trust anybody.
You'd have me.
I mean, yeah, I'd have you. But I mean, other people too. Because I always have you.
Exactly.
But like,
so you're not alone.
I would not form any new connections because I would not trust anybody. I wouldn't even want to hear a word.
I mean, I already don't trust anybody, and I assume they're gonna lie. So I'm just like,
see, I already don't trust people either. But I don't assume they're just gonna lie to me.
Well,
that's not something.
I don't assume they're gonna lie. I'm just like, the trust, you gotta earn it. That's it.
Yeah, for sure. Trust issues, for sure. But no, I would rather make anybody fall in love with me. But that's just because I'm conceited.
And that's okay.
I'm not actually conceited. I'm very insecure.
You need a little narcissism in you.
Yeah. I'm just confident.
Yeah.
That's it.
Literally.
All right. This is the last one I got.
Okay.
Would you rather, which I know your answer.
Oh.
Would you rather be in a committed relationship and settle down or be single and independent?
Committed.
I knew that was going to be her answer. I knew it would.
Like, I can be single. Guys, I'm not crazy. I can be single. I like being single. I love the peace of not having somebody, but I also like the company of having somebody. So being in like a committed relationship, I like having that person there at the end of the day that I can just like yap to or like spend time with or always have that person to do something with.
Yeah.
I like that. But I can be single too.
For me, it's a little bit trickier than that. A little bit trickier because
you have a fear of commitment.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. I have commitment issues, okay? I have commitment issues for sure. I know that I do. So like, yes, the thought of having my person and being committed and being settled down with somebody is really nice. And I would love that.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
too long.
For too long, because I lose interest very fast.
You
That's
like
one
your
of my
freedom.
little flaws. I like my freedom, but I mainly like not having to constantly worry about, because I overthink. I don't have to constantly worry about like
if they're okay, what they're doing,
if they're with somebody else. That's my main thing, because every other relationship I've been in, except for I think one of them, I got cheated on.
Oh,
yeah. Most of my relationships have ended with me being cheated on. So after
actually,
that,
low-key,
it's more so my thought process is if I get with somebody, I'm constantly like, anytime we talked about red flags, right? Anytime their phone goes off, immediately in my mind, I'm like, okay, that's probably a girl. You're probably talking to some girl, or they're not answering their phone, and I know for a fact they're not at work. Oh, you're probably with somebody. Like, I like having the peace of mind and not thinking things like that. And it doesn't matter if the guy is like great and he's super sweet and perfect. He doesn't even have to do anything. It's just my mind. It's just what my brain does. Which I need to talk to somebody about that.
You should get a
but
therapist.
I really should. I need to get back into therapy. But no, and I also I like having options.
You're so funny.
I like having options. I don't know. Now,
not me.
If the right person comes along, like options,
it's
gone.
a different story.
They're gone. They're gone. Like Sergio.
Shut up.
If he wanted me, any man in my life except for family's gone. Sorry. But no, it's very complicated. For now, where I am in life right now, I want to be single and independent. Like the thought of being in a relationship right now, I can't do it.
I like being single.
I cannot do it. I like preserving my peace.
When it comes to talking to somebody or seeing somebody, I am very loyal and committed. So it's always just that one person. Yeah, and it screws me over every single time.
Exactly, because that's how you get so attached. Because all of your...
It's how I get attached. And then I also have been in the same situation where like only one relationship out of the many I've been in have like didn't cheat on me. Yeah. So, or like not cheat on me, but they would leave me and there would always be another girl afterwards. And I'm like,
yeah, I've been there.
How many times? Like, how long has she been here? You know? So, yeah.
I don't know. I just can't.
But I don't care. I like having somebody. My fear is to be alone. So I don't like the idea of me being alone forever.
Understandable. I think about that sometimes.
Yeah. Which is why I pick committed.
Like it's scary.
You know.
But at the same time, I'm like, who knows? There's no rush. I might find somebody when I'm 50. Cool.
You're right.
Cool. Like whatever. But where I am right now in life.
Not right now.
I don't
you don't care to commit.
Be with somebody.
That's fair.
I don't want to be with somebody. And I've noticed whenever I'm in the mindset of yes, I want to be in a relationship, all the guys around me, no. But when I'm in the mindset of I do not want anything serious, I just want to have my fun, live my life, talk to people, that's it. Then all of a sudden everybody wants to be serious.
Same.
I'm like,
actually, no, not same, because I've never done that.
But I'm like, why? Why? Like, why can we not be on the same timeline? Please. But again,
we never get what we want.
And I'm looking into my camera. Okay. Sergio from the Sergio Talks podcast. Mm-hmm. If you ever see this and you want to settle down, I got you. I got you. I will drop everything. I don't care. I don't care if I'm not ready. Okay. I will still be ready.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Anybody else, though? No. Nope, sorry.
I ain't got nobody like that.
I just... Let me not get into it, because I could talk about that man forever. But yeah, that's all I got for the Would You Rathers.
I got nothing left. So I think that was a great episode.
We've been talking for a very long time already.
When do we not?
That's true. And if we were to get into other things, then you guys would be here for like a 2-hour episode, and we can't do that to you.
We'll do that for like a special or something.
Yeah, like once we get to like episode 50 or something.
Maybe.
Like something special.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yay! I feel like this was a very real episode.
It was very authentic because we kind of just came into it. What? We just kind of came into it without like actual like topics. Like we had some stuff written down, which I was like kind of checking and like going into.
Yeah.
But
we didn't have it fully planned out.
Normally we'll like sit and debrief and be like, we're gonna hit this, and that.
Yeah. But this time it was just.
I was like, I got nothing.
Whatever comes to mind, and then
let's just yap.
Yeah.
Which was the whole point of us starting this anyway. So
it's true.
We're hitting the point where we ran out of topics and we just gotta yap.
Well, we didn't actually run out of topics, but because there's still a lot.
There's still a lot.
But it's just
a lot.
Yeah. And it's we don't want this to be super structured.
No.
Because it, like she said, that defeats the whole purpose of why we're doing this. It's mainly we just want to talk to our friends. That's it. We just want to talk to you guys.
I love it.
So, yeah.
I feel, I was going to say, don't look at me like that. I know, they made a weird noise. But I feel very satisfied. That's the word. I was going to say proud and happy, and I was like, no, satisfied.
But I feel at peace right now.
Yeah.
Because of the way that
feels good.
We talked about everything.
I loved it.
Because there was a lot of stuff. Fun. A lot of stuff that it almost felt like a little therapy session. Almost.
Yeah.
Like
which
the
is
stuff
normally
that we
our
talked
conversations.
about. Yeah, that we don't share with you guys.
Yeah.
Hey. So it was, yeah.
I like it.
So expect more episodes with this vibe too. Yeah. Like, yes, we'll still have some where it's like
a little structured some actual things we want to talk about.
True topics. But then there's going to be a lot more where we're just talking about whatever pops into our head, whatever we're feeling, our emotions.
Those are the best episodes. Like you just see the real personalities come out. You know?
I agree.
I hope you guys liked it though, because I don't know. Sometimes I can't gauge anything. I also don't check the account because I don't like rewatching myself. Yeah. And so she controls all the accounts, and she'll just tell me what's happening, and I'll be like, oh, yay. I'll just update her. I literally just like, I don't see anything because I don't know, mentally I'll die. But yeah. I love it. I love doing it. So I hope you guys like it.
Yeah. Well, like we say every time, like, subscribe, comment, all those good things. Check us out on all of our socials. They're going to be linked down below.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.